Your information station, WTIM.
Good morning. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show. It's brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. Our WTIM Pana morning show is with Pana civic, business, and nonprofit leaders coming to you from our Taylorville studios. Additional sponsors include Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, Bob Riding's Pana, the Pana and Nokomis Dairy Queen, and the Okanee Chop Shop. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Our guests in this segment, we're joined by three Pana Cheer Squad members. I'm joined by Bo Linover, Lila Wallace, and Carly Bland. To the three of you, good morning. How are we?
Good morning. We're good. How are you?
Doing good on this end, and glad to hear some greats in there as well. Glad to hear that everybody's doing well on a cold day and back to school here today. Well, I've got the three of you to tell me about Pana Cheer, and this is kind of unique to me where, we hear about athletics, but we don't really get to hear about the cheer team all that often that flanks the sidelines with them. And so I'm glad to be able to do so. I was told that you guys had recently competed in a state competition. Whoever wants to take the lead on it, please do. But how did that state competition go?
It was great. It was a fun experience. We had to make it to different competitions to go to qualify for ICCA state, to be able to make it. And on our last meet in Peoria, Illinois, we finally did make it. We scored a 83, I think, for our routine. And then we also do a game day routine, and we scored really well on that, and we got to go for both. So that was a really great experience.
Okay, got to go for both routines then. Tell me a little bit then about how that scoring goes. Is it based on a scale of like 100? And then what are the type of things that you might be getting judged on at a competition?
For our actual routine, it's out of 100, and you have to get an 80 to be able to qualify for state. And then for our game day, it's out of 60, and you have to get a full, is it full? How would?
A 50.
A 50 maybe to be able to qualify for state for that one. And the type of things that they're looking for is like your jumps, if your toes are pointed, like if you have a lot of tumbling, that definitely helps. If your stunts stay up or like if they fall.
You have execution points and different things like volume. They're basically judging how well you put yourself out on the floor.
Okay.
And to make it look fun too. They want to see fun.
Sure. I mean, yeah, you don't want a bunch of stone cold faces out there probably doing a cheer routine, I can imagine. Tell me then a little bit about the competition itself. Is that something where you're bringing the whole cheer team, or are you kind of bringing a skeleton crew? Is it kind of, maybe your 10, upperclassmen, maybe like juniors and seniors that get to participate, or is it the whole team?
For us personally, it's our entire team. But I know for other teams, they sometimes have separate cheer groups. But for us personally, it's our entire basketball cheer team.
Okay. Very cool. For you guys, I know that state competition is obviously going to be kind of that big deal for you. But I was also told that you have some competitions coming up. What are they, and what do you have going on at those?
So we have a competition now. It's IHSA sectionals in Edwardsville. You compete against other different schools.
Go ahead.
You're fine.
You have to qualify in IHSA sectionals to make it to IHSA state, which is what we're going to try to do Saturday.
Okay.
It's the top 5 teams that qualify for state.
Top 5 teams qualify from states or for state. And then do you have anything like regionals after that you have to qualify and continue to move on? Or once you go ahead and win in sectionals, are you automatically then have yourself a bid for the state competition?
So,
yeah. If we were to place top 5 at sectionals, then we automatically would move on to state.
Okay. Just didn't know if regionals kind of came into that as well. Anything else you guys want to tell me about Pana cheer competitions, whether on the state level or, on kind of more of a regional level? Anything else you want to tell me about the competitions and maybe how well they went for you this year?
It was just always a fun experience to go, especially as seniors, and just seeing other teams compete and just see how well they do. And definitely for us too, we did an amazing job at all of our competitions. I just loved it so much.
The atmosphere is definitely different like when you're at state, it's just very intense, but then you have a lot of support from all of the other teams, and it's just a great experience to have all of the support from the other teams and get to see everybody going on the floor.
So when it comes to the competitions, we're just happy to have been there and then also placed and done very well in doing so. You guys being three seniors, I'm kind of interested if you can tell me the progression of your team as maybe even this season has gone on or in previous seasons. Whoever wants to start with me there, but what's the progression been like? What's the growth that this team has kind of experienced?
It was we started off kind of not really knowing where we were going to be at, but just putting in the effort to improve not only our routine, but our game day routine. We ended up putting our all onto the floor, and it ended up being better than we could have ever imagined, making it to state. It's the first time we've made it back to state since 2012, so I'd say that's an accomplishment.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And to do so since or something that hasn't been done since 2012 is definitely a huge piece to that. And I apologize if I cut off anybody else that wanted to tell me about the growth. And I was sorry.
You're okay. I think it's just like one of those things where you start from scratch and you only move up.
Well, for you guys too, I'm wondering, obviously you guys, I would assume have been through the program all 4 years. Is that the case for all of you?
Yes.
Okay. So with that being the case, have you guys undergone any coaching changes or anything like that? Or has it been the same coach now for the last 4 years?
For my freshman year, we did have a different coach, and she is now an assistant coach, so she's still with us, but we have a different head coach, which is now Gretchen. So
okay. Now help me out here in terms of your coach that's now been with you for at least 3 years. What would you do, or what would you say to be able to describe said coach? What would be some things that maybe stick out to you in terms of your coach?
She cares a lot for our team, and she just brings a positive attitude every time.
I'd say she's very determined on getting us to where we need to be, especially when it comes to just, even if it's simple competitions or state, she's there with us all the way through. And she's very caring. She's always there. She's just a great coach overall.
Mm-hmm. She's very patient with us when it comes to learning new skills, and she just, I don't know, is very caring for us in all the aspects that she could.
She's a great person.
Well, that makes it a lot easier to want to be a part of the team then too, to have somebody at the helm that is helping lead the way. I was told maybe you guys had some words in particular, like maybe one or two words in particular to describe said coach. Do you guys have those, or are we good with just saying, hey, she's a caring person that gives us a whole lot of her time and effort?
Very determined, very patient with us, very caring.
Okay, I like it. So that'll round out a little bit of a conversation about the coach that's helped you guys do so much. And how cool is it for you guys now since 2012 being the first team to be able to go to state and participate? That to me is a big deal for you guys. What about on the squad members type of side of things? What about your team members? Who would you say brings the most energy? Kind of who is that kind of head cheerleader almost on the cheer team?
I'd say it's definitely Bo. He brings so much energy to the floor from the start all the way to the end. He brings his all on the floor the entire time. And it's just fun to watch him. And he brings light to the entire cheer team, I'd say.
Love it. Okay. And Bo, I mean, you're here with us today. Would you say, I mean, I know it's tough to accept, the fact that you might be that kind of head cheerleader of the cheer team where you're cheering them on and making them go forward. But what about it for you? How do you bring that consistent energy game in, game out?
I just live the moment. I just go out there and just cheer my life away.
Is it something, Bo, that you would like to do, outside of high school or after high school?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yes.
Okay. Could the same be said for all of you in terms of maybe pursuing cheer after high school?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Is anybody looking to maybe make that a reality? I don't know how that goes in terms of, I don't know if that's something you get recruited to kind of do. I don't know how that works. Is there a way to kind of put yourself out there and make that more of a reality?
So I have a lot of socials that I post my videos, my co-eds, my one-mans, my stunts, and I will have a lot of coaches reach out to me and cheer teams. Lindenwood University reached out to me, and they actually called me at a cheer practice one time and was asking me questions. And then Greenville University asked me, Millikan University asked me, and then I just have on my Instagram, I post a lot of my one-mans and co-eds. And I have a lot of cheer teams and colleges reach out to me and just say, it was so great. Your videos are amazing.
Well, good for you then. And congratulations to you, Bo. It sounds like you've got something that will take place for you, whether it's at any of those universities that you mentioned or maybe somewhere else even. But it sounds like you took some of that onus on yourself to kind of put yourself out there. What about for you, Lila and Carly, excuse me? What would you say about maybe making this a reality in the next years?
Outside of colleges reaching out and stuff, there's always open tryouts for colleges. So anyone that really wanted to make it reality could go to those and try out. So. Okay. So for you guys, maybe a path that you'll end up taking on, and it sounds like that will be something that you do. I'm interested to see maybe where that takes you guys. Well, if you guys are all right, let's take ourselves our first break of the show. We'll take 3 minutes and we'll come back and we'll finish our conversation with 3 seniors from the Pana cheer team. That includes Bo Linover, Lila Wallace, and Carly Bland joining us here on the WTIM Pana Morning Show. We'll be right back with them in just one moment from WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
If you're like most people, finding extra money for your savings just doesn't happen. Hi, this is Julie Sanchez at People's Bank and Trust, and we have the solution you've been looking for. Sign up for our Save by Spendings Roundup program, and we'll round up your purchases to the next dollar, then transfer that change to your savings account. It's as easy as shop, enjoy, and save. Start saving for the things you really want with our Save by Spending Roundup program. Call 888-PBT-1954 and let us put you and your savings first. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey DQ fans, get big summer flavor in every bite of the new DQ Summer Blizzard Treat Menu, featuring new mixing bowl mashup made with brownie batter, chocolate chip cookie dough pieces, and world famous DQ soft serve. Not to mention the new dip strawberry cheesecake blizzard treat and more. Make this summer sweeter than ever with the new DQ Summer Blizzard Treat Menu for a limited time only right now at DQ. Happy tastes good at participating locations: 100 South Oak in Nokomis and 333 West 2nd Street in Pana.
The Taylorville Tornadoes are on WTIM. Listen on air or online for all football, boys basketball, and playoff games of both teams on AM, FM, and streamed on the WTIM mobile app. Sponsored by your Taylorville McDonald's Restaurant, Advanced Title Group, CNB Bank and Trust, and Taylorville Memorial Hospital.
Purple and gold are coming your way. The Taylorville Tornadoes are going to do it today.
This winter, your to-do list should include hot cocoa, and that's about it. No planning for repairs, no worrying about upkeep, and absolutely no hassle. Because winters in Illinois can be unforgiving with cutting winds, fast-falling snow, and driveways that are never quite clear. But at Hickory Point Garden Homes, snow removal, icy driveways, and winter wear and tear are already handled. So you're not braving the cold just to get out the door. If you're ready for a winter that feels easier, see Hickory Point Garden Homes by scheduling a tour today. Click on their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com today.
Of the 2024 construction projects by Christian County businesses, those businesses saved an estimated $370,000 in sales tax by utilizing the county's enterprise zone. Through the efforts of the Christian County Economic Development Corporation over the past 20-plus years to establish and grow the county's enterprise zone, new and existing businesses in the county can save significantly in sales taxes. Find out how they can help your business by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. The Christian County Economic Development Corporation is moving Christian County forward.
If you're 40 and over, you'll recognize these artists by their first names. Frank, Dean, Sammy, Andy, Nat, Diana, Michael. Well, here's the big news. You can now hear Central Illinois' largest music library with over 3,500 songs on air and online at 965thechill.com. Tune in on the FM dial in Christian County and on your computer or smartphone. Hear these great artists and many more 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on 965thechill.com.
WTIM.
And we're back with our WTIM Pana Morning Show here on your information station and coming to you from our Taylorville studios. We're brought to you in part by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, as well as Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, Bob Riding's Pana, the Pana and Nokomis Dairy Queen, and the Okanee Chop Shop. Joining me now, I have 3 Pana Cheer Squad members. I've got Bo Linover, I've got Lila Wallace, and Junior Carly Bland, 3 from the Pana Cheer team. We've been talking a little bit about the growth they've experienced over the last season and their state competitions and the success that they had therein. Well, we want to turn our attention now to maybe some advice that these 3 would have for other cheerleaders. Whoever wants to start, please do. But what advice would you maybe have for those that are interested?
I'd say if you're wanting to have something to do with cheer, you need to make sure that you're committed and that it's something that you're ready to do. Having a positive attitude coming into it is always a great thing. Just bringing all of your energy, staying positive, things like that is really good for starting with cheer.
Definitely can imagine. And who else has some pieces of advice?
I would say definitely being coachable and workable, because there's always new changes being made. So being able to be flexible with everything throughout cheer is always a good and positive thing that you can do.
Okay. And for you, Bo?
Staying committed is a good one, and bringing good attitude from the start.
Well, I would say these are great, just almost advices for life, even, let alone for cheerleading. But I can agree with, you have to stay committed to something if you're actually going to improve on it or become a better version of yourself in doing so. So thank you for passing down some advice there. And with just a little bit more time, guys, we've got maybe a minute to go. I'm wondering, what can you tell me your favorite memory has been? Could be from this season, could be overall. Maybe what favorite memories you got to be able to share here?
ICCA state, it was so fun. It was a great memory. As a senior, I was so glad we got to go.
I can imagine. And who else wants to tell me a favorite memory?
I'd say coming together as a team, just seeing how we improved, even making it to state is huge. It's something that I'm never going to forget. The feeling of just being a team, making it there together is like crazy.
Love it. And lastly,
I don't know. We have a bunch of great memories throughout the season. We just work together so well. So I think just like how much our team has bonded has definitely been a great memory that will definitely stick with me throughout the rest of my life.
Well, guys, thank you for joining me here today. It was really cool to hear from you and something that I just don't know a whole lot about. And so thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, absolutely. I am joined today by Bo Linover, Lila Wallace, and Carly Bland, 3 Pana Cheer Team members here on the WTIM Pana Morning Show.